Hey, what's up guys? It's been an absolute minute since I've made a video on this channel. I've really just been in the lab, just trying to get my skills right, just trying to work on my craft. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how I got one of my samples used by a multi-platinum Billboard charting producer. The producer I'm referring to goes by the name of Complex. Complex is most known for producing the song Drama by Roy Woods and Drake. The song did crazy numbers. It has like 350 million plays on Spotify alone. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. So how Complex got the sample to begin with was he just found it off my YouTube channel, and then we sent a few messages back and forth on Instagram DM, and then he ended up posting this snippet. Alright, so now I'm moving on to the actual breakdown of the sample. First I'm going to play a snippet of the sample and then we'll get right into it. First things first, we gotta go over the obvious drum break that I had in the beginning of the sample. Before I even started on any of the melodic elements of this sample, I chopped up a couple drum breaks to make this pattern. I got these drums from the Odyssey one-shot kit. For the effects, I added on this distortion and this love filter just to have it more of a filtered feel. The effects I laid down was the Fruity Fast distortion and then love filter. Onto the chords. For this sound, I went into Omnisphere and I grabbed the LA Custom Grand Cinematic Piano. I ended up going into the oscillator for the sound, and I went to the unison and I turned it on and I pushed the depth up just a little bit. What this does is it makes the piano sound more powerful, kind of acts more as a synth. Here it is without the unison. Then here it is with the unison. Effects for the sound is I went to RC20 and I went to the Flux Space preset, and then I added this EQ onto the bass line. For this bass sound, I went into Keyscape and I grabbed this preset. I ended up throwing RC20 on the bass and I threw on the No More Boring Pads preset, and then I added this EQ. Also, I put the bass in mono. Next, this is one of my favorite sounds in the whole sample, is this lead I got from a Frank Duke sound kit. This lead was really perfect for just adding tension to the sample as a whole. For the effects on the lead, I added this delay, and then I added a compressor, and also RC20 for the No More Boring Pads preset again. Next, I went into Arcade and I added this texture. This texture layers really well with the lead I just went over. Just kind of adds some like space, just adds a little bit more atmosphere to the sample. I added a pretty heavy EQ. I threw on the radio preset just to cut out all of the unwanted frequencies and just to make it sound really filtered out. And lastly, I went into Arcade for some vocals. Effects on the vocal, I threw on this delay, a Fruity Fast distortion, RC20 with the MIDI vocals preset, compressor, and EQ, where I put on the old telephone preset because I just wanted it to sound really filtered out. Last thing I'll go over is what I threw on the master, which is just RC20, and I turned everything off except I pushed the gain up just like 2.2 decibels. So yeah, that's about it for the sample, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.